Hello, everyone. My name is Christopher Adeboye, popularly known as Coach Chris Mind. Welcome to this class, Content Creation. Today, I'll be talking on content creation from an angle of some subtopics. I'll be talking on the definition of content creation. I'll be talking about you as a content creator. I will be talking about the purpose of content. I might touch the modes of content, everything under content as compact as possible and as quick as possible. Welcome to the class. All right, so what is the definition of content creation? Personally, I define content creation as the raw value or the raw information being given out to a particular set of audience in a specific niche in order to create one, connection, to create trust, and of course to create patronage. These three things are very important when it comes to content creation. So I take that again. I say I define content creation as a raw value or information given out to a particular set of audience in a specific niche. In other words, you have to niche down when it comes to content creation in a specific niche in order to create one, connection, in order to create two, trust, in order to create three, patronage. Of course, that is the CTA called to action. All right, what of you as a content creator? There are some things you must be able to know. There are some things you should know when you are becoming a content creator. One of these is, one, you should understand the target audience. You might be selling something. You might be a coach. You might be whatever thing you want to focus on. It might be digital marketing, digital skills rather. It might be affiliate marketing. It might be cryptocurrency. It might be sales of products, goods. Some are into fashion. Whatever area, whatever niche you are, you must be able to understand your audience. Understanding your audience is key to you being able to create an effective content that will convert. Number two thing that you must know is you must be able to know yourself. You must know your style. What style do I use most? Do I like writing? Do I like taking pictures? Selfies? Do I like taking videos? Or what do you know how to do best? What is your style? You must be able to know your style, and you must be able to know how to create a content using your style that will create, remember the definition of our content, create a creation that must be able to create connection, must be able to create trust. People must be able to trust you and must be able to create patronage for you. Number three things, that you should be able to know about you as the content creator is you must be available. You must be social. I was saying, I'm shy. You cannot afford to be shy. This is giving you money. This will give you money. You cannot afford to be shy. So you must be social and you must show up. You must be social and you must show up regularly. Number four thing that you should know is you must be able to learn from the pros. You should be able to learn. You should be a mentee yourself. The great mentors are also mentees to other people. So you must be a mentee. You must be able to learn from the pros in your industry if you want to create a good content. And of course, one of the last thing I'm going to mention here is you must be able to practice every day. There's nothing that works until you work. I learned that from one of my coaches. There is nothing that works until you work. In other words, if you want something, you must be able to put in effort. You must be ready to do whatever it takes. So you must practice every day. You must show up every day if you must be a good content creator. All right. What next are we talking about? What exactly is the purpose of content? The content you create, the content you want to create, what is the purpose or what are the purposes of this content? All right. Number one, like the definition I gave you, is the purpose is to create connections. That is the first thing. That's the first purpose. You must be able to create connection between you and your audience if you want to work effectively. You must be able to create connection. It must be human. You know you are not speaking, you are not creating content for dogs. You are not creating content for inanimate objects. You are creating content for human beings. Therefore, you must be able to create that connection. The purpose for content is to create connection. If any content does not create connection between you and your audience, that content has already lost its purpose. It cannot be an effective content. So, and for it to create connection, it must be simple. Simplicity is involved when creating content. Not using big grammars and so on. You must be able to communicate. Yeah, that's the word, communication. Communication brings connection. All right. Number two purpose is for influence. The purpose of creation of content is for influence. Influence. You must be able to influence your customers, your audience rather. Of course, your audience will eventually become your customer, but you must be able to influence your audience. You must be able to influence them. You must follow them emotionally. Influence is connected to emotions. You must be able to influence them properly. You must be able to do that. All right. The third one is talking about likability. You must be original. Anybody that would read your content must see that originality in it. People love originals. Nobody loves fake lives. You must be original if you want to create a good content. What's the other purpose? Is to trust. Remember definition again? It is to trust. You must be able to gain that trust. People, your audience must be able to trust you. And of course, the last thing I'm going to mention for the purpose of this class is patronage. A compelling content creation, a compelling content must be able to bring about patronage. That's the purpose in the first place. Call to action. People must act with your content. Patronage is a keyword. All right. The next thing I'm going to be talking about in content creation is the modes. What modes can it take? Number one mode that content creation It can be in form of pictures. A lot of pictures, passing messages across, and so on. Pictures are very, very essential. Pictures are very, very essential. So you must be ready. Bring out your pictures, provide pictures. What you want to do, you must be able to do that effectively. Modes. Number two mode, it can be in form of write-ups. Of course, write-ups, it's been said that people no longer read. But I want to tell you, people read, people still read. It all depends on the quality of substance or content you are giving out. People will definitely read your content. It can be in forms of write-up. It can be in forms of video, like the one you are watching now, an educative video. So video can be made in creating a content. Video. All right. What other mode can we consider? I think those are the four modes I will be giving you right here. Number one, write up. Number two, pictures, images. Number three, videos. And number four, you can make use of audio. Yeah, thank you. Audio. It can be audio, podcasts and so on. It can be in form of audio. So these are the forms or the modes that your content can take. What structure can it take? When we talk about structure, what structure can your content take? And this would lead me to say something about content calendar. When you have a content calendar is a structure that guides you what to post on a daily basis, if possible, on whichever platform you want to use to convey your message, your content. So content calendar is very essential. And what can it be on? It can be on motivation. It can be Thanksgiving. It can be a lecture, very short though, on what you are doing, on your product. Whatever will pass value. Let me just give you some points. The structure, it might be in forms of analysis, using what is in vogue to pass your message across. It might be what is in vogue in your industry. It might be what is in vogue around you or in the nation that you belong. It all depends. That can form your basis of content. That can form a structure for you. It can be a news from your industry. It can be news, fashion news if you're in the fashion market. It can be if you're in the affiliate market, the trending news in the niche. You should be able to know that it can be based on that. It can be based on what I call BTS, that's behind the scenes. Your behind the scenes. Maybe the way you make a particular thing, probably if you're into soap making, for example. Sorry to use that. Of course, I know that one of the people attending and I have a friend who does soap rather. So I know that it can be soap making, for example. It's just a clip of how you mix this and this together. You don't necessarily need to give the whole hint. It's just what you need to show them that will make them thirst for more. Like my mentor will say, we all buy curiosity. Whatever thing that will make them curious, behind the scenes that will make your audience curious and want to know more, that can lead to your patronage of them purchasing things from you. So it can be a short clip on how you do things yourself. Maybe there's a popular a demand, or there are things that people find difficult to do or contract out. And these things are very simple. You can make it a content and say, this is how you do this is how you do this. For example, when you have so many words, texts in a picture, and you don't want to type them out, how do you copy out the words from a picture? We have people who have that on their YouTube pages already. We have people who does that, who can teach you clips on how to do that. Very simple things. So these are some of the things, structure that it can follow. So I am going to be stopping on that list of structures. Now let me go to the elements of content. Now this is very, very important. The elements of content. There's something we call hook, story, offer. I come again. Hook, story, offer. HSO. Hook, story, offer. These elements are very important in your content. Very, very important. Hook, maybe a topic or a caption that can take their attention. Hook, story, and offer. Hook is whatever you can use to make them stay with you, to make them want to read your content. Whatever you have that want them to read your content is a hook. Also, story. It might be story about yourself, story about probably you're a fan of football, your football club, story about whatever thing that will sustain them throughout, that will catch their attention and make them read your story throughout. Recently, a friend posted something on a Facebook. It was a story. The story is going nowhere. The person just composed and made sure everybody stayed glued to it. And eventually, it ended up being a joke. And everybody laughed it away. But it glued them to their screens. They want to read. They want to know the end of that story. That's an example. That's an example of what we are talking about. Now, what of offer? Offer is what we call the CTA, call to action. What will make them to take action? Talking about promos, talking about bonuses, and so on. What is it that you have in place that will want to make them take action and purchase from you? So, any content that will be a good content must have these three elements in it: hook, story, and offer. We'll discuss more of that in the copyright class. The copyright class will be a very powerful session. Look forward to it. If you want to learn copywriting, it will be a awesome session. I promise you that. It will be wonderful. You'll be wowed. All right. Then what platforms can you post your content? Or what mode can you use? Number one, we have the social media. All right, thank you. You're welcome. Now, talking about content platforms, what platforms can you use for your content? One of the platforms you can use, social medias, of course. Social medias, we have so many arms of it. We have the Facebook, we have the Instagram, we have the LinkedIn, we have the Twitter, we have we have the TikTok. Yeah, TikTok is also a good one. We have your WhatsApp status. That is the best app you can use. WhatsApp status. So all that's the best closing app actually. So all of this you must be able to identify, okay, which platform can I make use of to sell my product effectively? What platforms can I use? Is it the Facebook you want to use? Is it Instagram you want to use? These are some of the things that these are some of the platforms that is under social media. Then we have the website. Website, of course, is like your home. Everybody must have a website, should be able to have a website. By the way, if you want a website, I can design one for you. And if you want to learn, I can teach you also. So, all of these things, everybody, you yourself as a brand, you must have so many into 1, 2, 3 businesses. You can make use of website and lead people to each of these businesses. That is your home brand. You can make your brand website very important. It's like your home online. Your address is like you relaxing, sitting in the comfort of your home and selling your website. Also, we have the email marketing. People still subscribe to emails, send emails regularly. It might be once a week, it might be once a month. All you need to do is to stay consistent, because consistency is the key to success in all these platforms. What then are the rules for creating content? I'm just going to talk shortly on this. What then are the rules in creating content? Number one, you must pay attention. You must be an attention giver. You must pay attention to details. If you are not paying attention to details you are sending out, there might be errors. You must be an attention giver. You must pay attention to the little details, Two, you must make sure you edit your work thoroughly. Talking about the grammar, talking about the spellings, you must edit your work thoroughly, edit thoroughly. Then you must make it simple, go straight to point. You must be concise, go straight to point. Do not go through the long way, go through the shortcut, as long as it does what you want it to do. You must keep it simple. You stop using vocabulary that people will have to go and check their dictionary before they know the meaning. You understand what I'm saying? You don't use such vocabs. You must keep it really simple so that people will be able to understand it easily once they are reading. What else also? There must be proper, you must pay attention to your proper, the paragraphs, the paragraphings must be excellent and must be sequentially arranged. You must arrange them accordingly. These things are very important in content writing. All right, for today, I'm going to stop here. I believe you gotten value in this video that you've watched. All right, you might want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chris Mide Billions TV. You might also want to follow me on Instagram at chrismide_. Chrismide, you'll see it on your screen at chrismide_. You might also want to, of course, follow me on Twitter at chrismide_coach. At chrismide_coach. I share values, and of course, you might want to reach out to me via WhatsApp, as I share good content on my WhatsApp status, which you will not want to miss. All right, this and more I have for you. All right, take good care of yourself. My name remains Christopher Adeboye. Thank you. God bless.